Hey everybody, it's Mrs. T, and in this video we are going to cover the syllabus and some of the course logistics that you need to know about to navigate this course properly and complete the class with a lot of success, because that's what our aim is this semester. You and me are going to work together to do that. So let's get into the syllabus video that we need to cover. Our online class, and you might be in a different section number than 261, you might be in 263, but this is our Summer II Sociology class, and it'll be laid out like this. You'll see the Sociology ebook at the very top, and all the things that you need to work on are listed underneath that. And so the first thing I need you to do is go with the Start Here folder, click on that, and follow the instructions in here. Do the things in order that you see them listed so that you can do well on Quiz 1, which is also in this folder. So Quiz 1 is going to cover the syllabus and some of the information about these assignments and some of your responsibilities for class. And so I'm going to tell you those responsibilities and assignments and that kind of thing in this video. So let's first look at the syllabus. When you click on it, you'll see it listed here. And let me just tell you some of the basic things. Obviously, it's got information about how to get a hold of me when I'm on campus, but I am traveling for most of the time, excuse me, during summer two. I'm not in Arkansas most of the time, so you're going to have to text me, and you're going to have to email me when you need to get me. I'll be able to communicate with you like that, and I'm going to be posting videos from my locations to touch base with you and to interface with you like this. Like the previous video said, this is how we're going to communicate most often, is like through text message and through me making videos and posting them to class that you have to watch and take notes on. So please go over this syllabus and read about how, what the course materials are that you're required to use. That ebook that's listed in our course is vital. We're going to have reading assignments from it all the time. If you prefer not to have an ebook, there's a section here on this syllabus that gives you instructions on what to do to get a physical copy for yourself. We also have class rules. We're going to communicate in writing very, very much. I'm going to communicate in video. You can communicate to me in video also on discussion boards, or sometimes people send voice texts, whatever you wish, but it's going to be polite and friendly. Those are essentially the rules of professional communication, and that's what you're going to do. You're also going to focus on completing your own work. Sometimes we're going to have things where I ask you to use AI for a particular topic and to analyze what AI has said about a topic and describe how it compares to what we talked about it in class and that kind of thing. So when I ask you to do that, obviously AI is fine to use, but other than that, you're not going to use AI unless I tell you to use AI, essentially. And so you're going to do your own work. You're going to not plagiarize. You're going to not cheat. You're not going to do the AI stuff. We're going to develop your gorgeous brain into something even more exquisite by the end of the semester, because you're going to have such a better understanding about your place in society, my place in society, my place next to you, and countries next to each other, and all kinds of different dynamics that we're going to learn about the world around us and society and social order and that kind of thing. Okay, and so really what you want to know is, how do you earn points in this class? And here's how. There's 600 points total, but I have like 3 different categories of assignments as to how you earn those points. So I have a category of assignment called unit assignments, and that's your summative. That's the end of a chapter, end of a unit, after we've learned a whole bunch of stuff, where I ask you to use all that stuff on one particular assignment. And so I call those unit assignments. We have 4 of them. They don't have fancy names. They just have unit assignment 1, unit assignment 2, etc. So they're not fancy names or anything, but they're 100 points each. So they are very, very important. And what you're going to do is take notes on all of the video lectures and keep your ebook sections handy for the sections in the book that go with those topics that we covered in our video lectures. And you're going to use the video lecture notes that you have taken and the textbook as your sources on these unit assignments, and nothing else unless I mention what it is. The rubrics will show you that you can't use any other outside sources or anything other than the sources I indicate on the assignments for you to complete them. And so taking notes on those video lectures is really, really super important. Please make sure you get in the habit of doing that from day one, so that you can develop those good note-taking habits, organize them well so you can cite them and that kind of thing. Cite them when you're writing. Okay, so one of the writing assignments that is a little bit, I mean, I give you prompts for this writing assignment. It's called a reflection journal. I give you prompts in the video lectures. I will suggest you could write this and this and this about this topic for a reflection journal, but the reflection journals are designed so that you review all of the topics we discussed in that particular folder. You can summarize all the topics and you don't even have to add any of your own commentary or editorial. Just summarize all of the topics, and there are some rules and restrictions that you have to follow in order to get credit for it, like date deadlines and topics that are relevant to that folder's lessons and that kind of thing. And I go over that in another video for you because it's a little more detailed, and the instructions are provided for you in the Start Here module where I clicked on this syllabus. So please read those instructions, use it as a checklist rubric, and watch that video because I go over the instructions in more detail. Anyway, we have 100 points that you're going to get 10 points at a time that come from reflection journals. You have 16 opportunities to do reflection journals, so that means you can skip some of them. You are supposed to skip some of them. You can't earn 160 points for reflection journals. You can only earn 10 points for reflection journals. So you choose 10 times that you do a reflection journal, one per folder, and you'll see the restrictions in the video that I that I made for you. Essentially, you must do your reflection journal before you take the quiz from that folder. It's due before the quiz is due. If you're going to do one for that particular folder, you can skip the ones based on what you decide. You skip the ones you want to, but do 10 and do 10 following the rules, and you'll be able to earn 100 points. Quick and easy 100 points just to make sure you're keeping up with your work. Okay, another thing that we have 100 points for is quizzes, and it works basically the same way that the reflection journals do. There is a quiz opportunity in every single folder, including this one where you're looking at the syllabus video, and you need to take at least 10 of the quizzes. Take all 17 if you want to, but I'm going to drop your 7 lowest scores. So sometimes people choose to only take 10 videos and just get zeros for the other 7, and I drop those scores. Sometimes people accidentally miss one here and there and they get a 0 for it. Well, guess what? As long as you don't do more than 7 accidents like that, I'm going to drop all those so it won't hurt your grade. Some people take all 17 and then I go back and I look, what are the 7 low scores, and I drop them from your record. And so you decide how you're going to do the quizzes, but the reflection journals and quizzes are 10 points at a time, up to 100 points for both of them, and they are designed for you to keep your finger on the pulse of the class, for you to keep your notes up to date on the video lectures that we have to do in class, and that this is the way you earn points for your effort. These 2 assignments are designed to be super easy points for you to get up to 100 points very quickly if you merely keep up with your work and you pace yourself. You are in charge of when you do it. But at the end of the semester, if you find that you've only completed 5 quizzes and you had the best intention to complete 10, but you did not do it, the answer is no. You may not go back and make anything up. You cannot make up any reflection journals that you skip, and you cannot make up any quizzes that you skip. The point is, you need to be in charge of some of your responsibility for these assignments. I have 17 opportunities for you for quizzes and 16 opportunities for you for reflection journals programmed into the class. I cannot make you click on the item and actually do the work, but only you can do that. So you cannot make up anything that you've skipped because they are designed to skip some of them. People who skip more than the built-in number of skips cannot go back and make it up. So please pace yourself and do that assignment. Anyway, I'll talk about it in more detail in another video. In the syllabus, there is a course schedule that you can look at and follow. Blackboard does not always give you accurate due dates for things, so please make sure that you program these due dates into your calendar or whatever it is, however you keep up with these kinds of things. And oh my goodness, I see a June 26th. You don't see a typo until you have live TV, right? So anyway, here's a typo on the schedule that I'll have to fix before you actually download or program this in. But this due date is actually July 30th and not June 26th. So I'll fix that for you. My apologies. So anyway, this is a good reference for you to see how quickly the pace of the class goes. Okay, and then the rest of these policies are general to UAPTC at large. So every student is supposed to follow these policies and also is protected by these policies. These policies are designed to protect you and me, so that we know what the order is that we're supposed to operate with at UAPTC. And some of your instructors have something called a course agreement. I don't. Our course agreement is quiz 1, which is in this syllabus. And so you have to do quiz 1. It's not in the syllabus. It's in the same folder as this syllabus. You can see right here. And it's due on the 3rd. So please go ahead and get busy doing that. And also another thing that is due on the 3rd is our first content folder information. You've got some quizzes to take notes on. You've got a reflection journal opportunity in that first folder. If you wish, you can skip it, certainly, but you also have quiz 2, which is due on the 3rd, which means if you want to do a reflection journal, it's due before you complete the quiz anyway. Hopefully all of the information is laid out in a logical way that makes sense to you, that works for you. Hopefully I don't have any more typos like that June 26th mistake that I found while I'm making this video. But let me ask you, please, if you do see other typos or anything that is confusing to you, please text me about it. I need to know so I can fix it so that your classmates won't get confused by it. We're all human, so if I have a typo someplace, I created all this content. I created the questions, I created the assignments, I didn't use anything that was canned or anything. I didn't ask AI to create it for me. It's from me to you. And so when you see a typo, please let me know, because I really do want to fix it. I don't want to give you something with typos in it, but I'm only human. So anyway, thank you so much for being with me this semester. I love teaching, and you're the reason why I have my job, so I appreciate it so much, and I will see you in the next video.